Tomatoes are quite delicious, whether eaten raw or stir-fried, so they are a very popular ingredient. Sometimes we accidentally buy too much, put them in the refrigerator, and forget to eat them, or store them incorrectly, causing them to rot. In fact, even though they have rotted, they still have many great uses in life, but most people do not know and will choose to throw them away. What can they be used for? Today, I will share with you some small tricks to recycle them into treasures. Let's watch the video. First use, used as seeds for planting. Hidden inside the rotten shell are potential seeds, ready to germinate into lush tomato plants. If you like to eat tomatoes, you don't need to buy seeds, just use rotten tomatoes to plant. First, carefully cut the rotten tomatoes into thin slices. Make sure the tomato seeds inside are not damaged. Or you can split the tomato in half and scoop out the seeds. Where are you from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Next, prepare a flower pot or a pot with good drainage holes. Next, put loose soil in the pot. Then, arrange the cut tomato slices on the ground. Be careful not to overlap them. Then, cover with a thin layer of soil, about 1 to 2 centimeters thick. After finishing, water the soil lightly to keep it moist. Place the planter or pot in full sunlight and water regularly to keep the soil moist, but avoid overwatering, which can cause the plant to become waterlogged. Monitor the growth of the plant and remove weak or diseased shoots. After about 1 week, the seeds from the rotten tomato will sprout. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. After about 1 to 2 months, the tomato plant will begin to flower and bear fruit. When the tomato fruit is ripe, you can harvest and enjoy your work. Second use, as flower fertilizer. Many people like to grow some potted plants at home and need to buy flower fertilizer to fertilize the plants to grow better. Those who love to grow flowers and plants will know that fertilizer has increased in price and is even ineffective. In fact, rotten tomatoes can also be used as flower fertilizer. Don't throw it away, it's a waste. How to make fertilizer for plants from rotten tomatoes is very simple. Prepare a plastic bottle. Then cut the tomatoes into small pieces. Now you put each piece of tomato in the plastic bottle. Next, pour a little rice water into the bottle. Rice water is the water filtered after the rice is washed, rinsed, or soaked. It can be reused for many different purposes. If you don't have rice water, you can add water. Do not fill the bottle, leave 1 to 2 centimeters empty. Then close the bottle tightly. Shake well for a while so that the rice water and tomatoes dissolve better. Then place in a dry, airy place to wait for fermentation. Let it ferment for 5 to 7 days. When fermenting, a lot of gas is produced. So you open the bottle once a day to reduce the amount of gas. Avoid too much gas causing the lid to pop off. Avoid using glass bottles because the gas produced can cause the bottle to explode. After enough fermentation time, use a sieve to filter the water. Because the tomato fermented water has a lot of small sediment, use a spoon to drain all the water. Now you can use this water to water flowers or green plants. Get a watering can. Then pour the fermented water into the can. Before watering, dilute this water in a ratio of 1 to 5 with water. Because the fermented tomato water is very concentrated, watering the plant directly can be counterproductive. Next, close the lid of the watering can. Then shake well. Because rotten tomatoes are rich in organic matter and nutrients, they will be released during the fermentation process. The fermented water will provide the necessary nutrients for plant growth, such as nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, etc. In addition, the acid content in tomatoes helps adjust the pH of the soil, making the soil more suitable for plant growth. Rice water has many uses for nourishing plants. After fermenting with tomatoes, the nutritional value of rice water will be much higher, helping plants germinate and bloom well. Take advantage of this easy-to-find ingredient to create a vibrant and colorful flower garden. For plants that have yellowed after a period of planting, watering with fermented tomato water will help the plants become green again. However, we must adjust the method and frequency of use appropriately, depending on the needs and growing environment of different types of plants. Avoid overuse to avoid over-fertilizing the soil or affecting the growth of the plants. Third use, clean grease and dirt in the pan. Washing pots and pans and washing dishes is something we do every day. We often use dishwashing liquid to wash dishes to clean oil stains and dirt on pans and dishes. Dishwashing liquid contains many chemical ingredients and is not good for the body, especially like the stains on my hands. The pan has a lot of grease and food residue. If you wash it directly with water, it will not be clean. We can see that after using a paper towel to wipe it, there is still a lot of grease on the pan. At this time, we just need to take a rotten tomato to clean the pan. Cut off the rotten part of the tomato. Use your hand to rub and pinch the tomato on the pan. You will see the oil stains and dirt on the pan gradually disappear. Actually, the principle is very simple. Rotten tomatoes are rich in acetic acid, malic acid, and citric acid. They are mildly acidic, which helps break down the grease, making them easier to remove. After scrubbing, remove the tomato pieces. Rinse the pan with water. You will see that the pan is completely clean of grease. Now dry it. You will see that the pan is shiny like new. Practical, right? Very convenient and does not require any cleaning products. Don't throw away rotten tomatoes. Very wasteful. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.